Welcome to Our Silly Goose Family. I'm Rachelle. It is Thursday evening. I'm gonna put some content from today after this as well, but I'm actually by myself running some errands. Joseph took the boys to the barber and to do a couple of things, and then sorry, my hair is and then I went to do some errands. I needed to go to Dollar Tree, and while I was there, I was like, ooh, let me grab some Easter basket things, because one of the errands I had to run was a Target pickup, because I was like, oh wait, it's Easter weekend. And I've been buying most of the kids' clothes from Goodwill lately, but every year I usually get them a polo, and if they need it, a pair of dress pants or something. And then that's kind of like their dressy outfit. We're not a very dressy family in general, but that's kind of their dressy outfit like for the whole year. And then, yeah, for Easter baskets, Joseph and I decided to get them smartwatches. And when I say smartwatches, I think the ones I found were on sale for like $17. These are not super fancy ones. We wanted to try them again. I think we tried one with Asher a while back, and it wasn't necessarily a hit, but they're a little bit older now, so we wanted to try really basic ones. Like, hey, you know what time it is. We can set timers on your watch. We can set alarms on your watch for reminders, things like that. We just wanted to go very entry level, and I think the ones we found maybe have a few little games on them, but I don't think they really connect to the internet or anything like that. So super basic, but I wanted just to throw in a few really little things. Of course, you know, I meant to go in and I was like, I'll get them like 2 or 3 things. I did a little more than that. I got a few other things. I had told Abraham I'd get him some socks. You know, I got Asher a bunch of socks. Abraham doesn't like the tall socks quite as much. He likes the ankle ones. So I found 2 packs packs. If you get the ankle socks for kids, you get 3 packs for $1.25. Abraham loves pizza, so they're pizza socks, or there's a pair of pizza socks in that one. And he's a little gamer, so this one says gamer. So I thought those were cute. Got Sour Patch Kid ones for me. And then I'm gonna try these out. They have lots of solar lights at Dollar Tree. You've probably seen them. This was a design I had not seen before. Thought it was cute. I got 2 so I could see how I like them and where I might want to put them before buying, like, oh look, Joseph, I bought 30 solar lights from Dollar Tree. Let's figure out where to put them. I got this. We had this. And I've been thinking about showing this to you guys. So if you don't know, Dollar Tree has this whole like broom system where you can buy the handle, and then you can buy lots of different attachments for it, from your really basic broom to a lot of different kinds of things. We really like this attachment. It is called Rubber Broom. So straightforward. If you have carpet and you have pets or children, or you're just messy like I am, you might want one of these. It is fantastic to do like before you're going to vacuum, to get some of the bigger stuff. Like, one of our dogs is really bad about chewing things, and we get like fluff and stuff like all over the place. This is fantastic for that. They were out of the handles, so I need to get another one. We had one, loved it. Someone tripped on it or something the other day. They're not super heavy duty, and it broke and like broke into the thing. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get us another one, but they were out of the handles, so I'm gonna have to get that another time. Anywho, so I thought real quick, while I'm in the car by myself, I would actually just go ahead and pack this stuff into their Easter baskets. I didn't actually get them baskets. Instead of getting something that was Easter themed and ends up being a throw up bucket like all the other Easter plastic buckets we get. I'm just being honest. Anybody else use those for throw up buckets? Yeah, we use those Halloween themed buckets. That's where they're gonna go. Anyway, these little totes, I got a green one for Asher and a blue one for Abraham. That way we can just use them for whatever. Maybe throw up, maybe not. We'll see. I got each of them a prime, so that they'll have a drink on Easter. Why not? I did get each of them a water bottle. And sometimes we feel like we have a million water bottles, and then sometimes I feel like we've lost all the ones for the kids. These are not super great quality, but they're $1.25, and if they lose it, I don't feel sad about it. So I got Avengers for Asher. Asher likes superheroes a little more than Abraham does. And I got a Minecraft one for Abraham. And then honestly, I just got some different snacks, so I'm just tossing those in there, like the little cans of Pringles and whatnot. I did get some candy. You don't have to see all that stuff. And then surprisingly, I knew Asher really liked the dill pickle sunflower seeds. Abraham told us the other day that he likes them also. So I got both of them. I'm just sticking those in there. And then they had these, I was trying to think of things that weren't just candy and they weren't a bunch of like Easter themed toys and stuff. One, my mother-in-law often is really sweet and gets those things for the boys. And two, well, that really was the main reason. So I did get them these, Mr. Bubble, a couple of different things for the bath. Anything I can do to entice my children to bathe, right? Yeah. So yeah, and then while I was in line, I was talking with a lady. The line was so long, so we had a long time to talk. And she mentioned doing Easter basket stuff for her kids. And she mentioned chocolate bunnies and peeps. And I went, oh yeah, chocolate bunnies and peeps. That's more about me than the kids, but I like to have at least a little bit of stuff that's a tradition. You see the air freshener on my face? So I just thought we could try the cotton candy ones and see if the boys like those. If they don't like them, it's not a big deal. The chocolate bunny was an even bigger thing for me. But they have this cute one, I thought, with our garden and everything. I thought that was a cute option. So there, that's it. Easter basket done. Didn't put any filler in it because why? It's just gonna go everywhere. And yeah, we'll toss the watch on top and that's it. They'll probably get them when we go to my in-laws after church. We usually do Easter basket stuff in the afternoon because Joseph's gone by the time we get up on Sunday mornings on Easter, since he works at our church. So I'm sure it'll be way after Easter before you see this, but I just thought I'd share it anyway. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Easter. He is risen. He is risen indeed.
This is a bantam polydactyl chicken.
Mm-hmm. What is show them what polydactyl means?
So it has 2 extra feet.
Yeah. It's so interesting seeing that in the chicken. Do you remember what kind of chicken? So you said bantam, which means they're smaller. But do you remember what kind of chicken we think it might be?
No.
A Cochin.
Cochin.
Yeah. That's because of the feathering on the feet and the little like floofy head. So she's not fully feathered yet, but she's getting it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's with the ducks. Uh-oh. Oh no, oh no, yep. Oh look, they all circled around her to protect her. I thought they were rushing to her. Oh, just kidding. That ended quickly. Yeah. Please pause. All right. Abraham.
Huh.
What job are you going to do right now?
Filling up these 5 bags.
What are the bags called? Do you remember?
Grow bags.
Grow bags. That's right. And where are these grow bags going? Do you remember what I said? What's that called?
Backyard.
Not just the backyard. It's part of the backyard, but what's it called?
Garden.
The children's garden?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so it should just take 1 or 2 shovels at the most.
1 or 2?
Yeah, it's not a lot. They're small. They're a lot smaller than the ones that I put potatoes and stuff in.
Oh, maybe 1.
Let's see. Uh-oh.
You didn't put it wide enough.
Yes. Okay, there we go. Try again. Oh, it might take more than 2. Well, especially if they're not full. Do you want to use the smaller shovel?
No.
No? All right. Thanks for doing this for us.
It's not done yet. The bag.
Yeah?
This is going to be a lot of editing.
A lot of editing?
Yeah, you already did a bunch of editing in the videos.
I have done a lot of editing on some videos. So Abraham's got a different tool now. The big shovel is kind of hard to to dump the soil in without it just spilling everywhere. So this might take...
Smart idea, Mama.
Yeah, let's see it. It's at least a fun idea, huh? Ooh, it's working. And you know what's smart about your idea?
Because he's the smartest kid in our family.
Your idea is smart because you made it fun. And when you can make work fun, it's so much easier to do, isn't it?
Can I show them my turtle?
All right.
So, I'm making a pond over there. Way over there. You can already see where the dirt is. And let me grab the turtle is right here.
Where's the turtle?
In the box. No, it isn't.
Has that turtle been in that box all day?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see it there.
I have scooped water out of that so many times, had no idea that turtle was in there.
This is such a skinny shovel, Mom.
It is a skinny shovel.
Why is it so much skinny?
I think the tag says what kind of shovel it is. Let's see. It's a transplanter.
It's skinnier than the one over there.
Yeah, I think that shovel is usually used like when you've got seedlings and you're putting them in, so you can just dig straight down for them. So Abraham's putting some seed starting soil into cups for me. I am restarting our tomatoes. There might be some that are viable from the winter sowing that I did, but honestly, a lot of them just don't look good. So I'm just starting them over. We have time in the season. It's a little discouraging and it feels like I'm really far behind compared to other gardeners out there, but I've got to stop comparing myself to other gardeners and just focus on my own journey here in the garden. Thanks for helping me, Abraham.
Why does it sound like that?
Sound like what?
Hold up. Look.
Oh, it's a little bit wet.
Oh, you made it wet?
Yeah. When you're starting seeds, it's good to add some water to the soil so that it's damp when you put the seeds in.
Damp?
Damp.
I said damp.
Make sure you emphasize that.
Some people just say like damp. Say damp.
Oh, goodness.
I have a Coca-Cola in my hands, and it, for some reason it says bro, and I'm gonna shake it up.
It says bro, and you're gonna shake it up.
Mhm.
Oh dear.
It's gonna make a huge explosion.
You think so? You're still gonna drink it, right?
Mhm.
And, yeah. Whoa! Did it explode like you wanted to? Okay.
It went right in the mouth.
I thought I'd show you my setup for getting these seedlings going. I've got this that I bought on Temu. It's cool, it folds up, and since I don't have a potting tray, this is nice. It can catch the soil, and then I can just open one side and dump it back in the bin.
It could even do that.
Yeah, and then when I'm finished and I've emptied the soil, I can fold it up to put it in the drawer, which is nice. I bought these cups, and just a stack at a time. I use the drill to put a hole in them because I think drainage was one of my big issues.
And look how much cups there are.
Yeah, I've done those already.
I think I did some of these as fast as lightning because I grabbed a huge scoop and then put it in.
Yeah, you did some as
and
fast
then I filled it instantly.
Yeah, he did some as fast as lightning. Okay.
I still have my bro thing.
Yeah, you do still have it. So I'm just on each cup writing the variety, putting an I or a D if it's determinate or indeterminate, and then today's date. And then I'm gonna put them out in the sunshine and hope for the best. I'm running a bath for Abraham, and Mr. Bojangles here, Bobo himself, decided to help himself. Bo, what are you doing?
What?
Asher let the ducklings out for some grass time, and yes, we definitely need to change out their water. I think it's mostly dirt from when they were so muddy. And then over here, some of the chickens are exploring the grass. They haven't had many opportunities out on the grass, so this is good for them. This is part of the transition process of moving them from the brooder out to the coop and the run with the big chickens. We've got to let them get used to being on the grass and everything, and then we actually need to start the process of introducing them to the big chickens.
That didn't go so well, did it, last time?
What, with other chickens we've had?
Yeah, remember that time we had some and they all died because of the other ones?
I don't think that's why they died.
Yeah, she didn't. You fly out, you stay out.
You may remember a couple of weeks ago, I did a video where I was just running errands and things on a Sunday. And I mentioned that my friend's 2 daughters went with me to Dollar Tree, and I didn't have them on camera. I didn't mention their names, but I mentioned that one of them was super sweet, and she was making cards for veterans and nurses and things like that, and that she's got such a sweet heart, and she's always doing stuff like that. She's very creative, and we're thankful for her. Well, she's actually here at our house today, and her parents have given their permission for her to be in a video. So she's working on a very special project in our backyard, and I'm gonna get her to tell you what her vision is with this project. So this is my friend Emma Grace, and she's gonna tell you what she's working on back here. Go for it, Emma Grace, just speak loud and proud.
I'm making a little place for the ducks over here. So I need to put a new board down here. So, and then I'm gonna need a reinforce the roof and cover out that window place, fix some stuff, and then paint it green and blue because we looked up and those are the most colors ducks are attracted to. And then over here, where I cleared out the space, we're gonna dig it, put a tarp in it, and then put water in it, and then it will be a little pool. And then under here there'll be a little space for them to play and stuff. And I'll probably maybe put a little place up there for you could probably pick them up and let them roam around or something. And then I was thinking I could make kind of a low swing where it can just go by the wind or something, and then put it somewhere right there, maybe some hay or something, because they like hay. So, and then probably green and blue colors on it. Now I'll make a flag with a duck on it, say ducks are good or something, and put it up there, probably remove that, and then the ducks will have their own little place to play.
That sounds great. It sounds like a big project, but I love that you have a vision for it. And just as Emma Grace visits us here and there, she's going to work on it a little bit at a time to create a fun place for the ducks to play. Thanks, Emma Grace.
Bye.
Asher, Emma Grace, and I just went to Goodwill, and they are going to show you what they found. Emma Grace, why don't you go first?
It's a little toy battery. I was also going to get something else. I thought that I don't want you guys to think that I can get more stuff out with Rachelle than you guys. So I got one thing because also I have a surprise of a different thing. So I can't tell you that, but there's wooden laminated stuff in it. I can use it with Lily Grace and my friends. So I got this Paw Patrol thing, which I'm actually gonna use for Iron Man. So let me set it like this. It does this. So like Iron Man's suitcase in one of the movies, it kind of does this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me sit on it. Well, hold on. Let me see the camera. Alright, so now I'm back, and now it goes like, so this goes right here. You put this right here, and when you press this, all of the stuff opens. There's some stuff in there. That's pretty cool. And there's a thing right there. And there's an on and off button. There's stuff back here. And if you do this, there's stuff right over here.
Unprotected Venture City, Paw Patrol.
I'm not gonna use that though, and I'm gonna let's see. Hold on. And this is gonna be like a. This does that, and then there's these buttons right here where there's gonna be gloves, and I'm gonna put gloves in there, and then it'll go. And then it'll give me the gloves.
All right, we're out for a little ice cream treat. Emma Grace, what flavor did you get?
This world-class chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And the blue one is like a peach blue thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bottom is blue one has Campbell.
Yep.
Then the bottom one is like icing on the cake, and I did not much like Campbell, but I like it now.
Oh, good.
On this
All right, Asher, what did you get?
Cookie Monster, sherbet, and cotton candy.
Yum.
3.
All right.
Okay, so this is my Iron Man costume, and like from the suitcase. And now I'm gonna press the button, this thing, like from the suitcase. I'm gonna show you inside. And there's also a glove in here, an Iron Man glove. So I heard this. I was playing with my dog, Bo, playing tug of war in my room. I made him like this rope where you can like wrap a toy, a dog's favorite toy on it. And I heard the rooster going berserk, and I saw a hawk near, like her one foot was sort of on her, just enough that she couldn't get away. And the other foot was off, like on the ground, and she was out of the coop, like the hawk dragged her out. The rooster was on the far side, but yeah, she took a bunch of feathers out of it. Let me see. She's like right here. That looks like a claw mark, don't you think?
I'm not sure.
But, yeah. And you could just see her feathers on the floor. She's lucky to be alive.
Poor Miss Baldy. Gave her some snuggles and some water and just tried to help her kind of settle back down. And Asher's putting her back with the rest of the chickens now. Aside from missing those feathers, she doesn't seem injured. She seems okay. So I'm thankful that Asher heard the rooster and went out there and got her. Goodness. It's interesting, the things that you don't really think about as being a challenge or a danger or whatever living in town. But we have a lot of hawks in our area. It's one of the reasons it's really hard for us to make the decision about whether or not to keep a rooster. The rooster we have is loud and obnoxious, and we do worry about the impact to our neighborhood because of that. But at the same time, you know, he's a good rooster and he protects his girls and Ricky. He has alerted them to hawks many times. So I don't know. Maybe there'll be another rooster. We think there probably are going to be a few roosters in the bunch that we've got now that are still little. And maybe there'll be one that's not quite so loud and maybe that'll be the solution. I don't know. But I'm glad she's okay.
Flowers popping up. Very soon we will put a chicken flock in here, and
the chickens just got up because we walked up, but they were all sitting here on their side of the fence, hanging out with Ricky on his side of the fence. We are about to let him out. I'll show you what we had to do or whatever, but it's sweet. Like, as much as, you know, we have to separate him because he's hurting the girls, like, he's still part of their flock, you know, and it's been interesting observing that with them on different sides of the fence. We're moving the ducklings to the backyard for the day.
Huge.
And Joseph had the idea to put them in a bucket. Oh my word.
They're huge.
Just to get them there because, you know, sometimes it's really easy to transport them. They just follow. And sometimes it's quite the circus to transport them somewhere. So, yeah, around the pond area should be fine.
Like, I just woke up.
Yeah, and they're like, ooh, new water tubes. Sorry, I got the hiccups.
Turkey. Come on.
Oh, this turkey's still on the. Oh, turkey. Hey, baby.
She likes it.
Turkey's like, that was dramatic.
Yeah, she was at the bottom.
Oh, poor turkey. I should have just held her. Oh, I'm going to pick her up right now. All right, I mentioned we had to do some tweaks here in the backyard. So I'm going to show you what we did. Okay, so there's the coop. And, you know, back here is where we had the chicken, or the new chicken run area. And here is where the chicken run we had was. And we were going to use that for ducks. We still are going to use it for ducks, just not there. We really talked through some things and decided to move it. So we ended up having like this area right here. We just added some more chicken wire and another T-post to close that in. And if you saw the part where the chickens were jumping on top of the roof of the other run, that's probably best in the long run. Anyway, so if we go this way, that's where the run is now. And it is going to be for the ducks. So I think that's gonna be good. Bobo, I see you. I saw you digging. You gotta stop, dude. So this is where the quack shack, duck run, whatever we're gonna call it, is gonna be. We just have to do some things to secure it for them, since they'll be sleeping in here and not just spending the day time in there like the chickens were. That's the playhouse that we got. We're gonna secure that with hardware cloth, possibly get a second one and secure it as well. Just thinking about how big they're gonna be once they're all full grown. One might be a little too crowded. We also ended up redoing the fence sooner than we planned. So this is the dog fence. We took down what we had, and it took 3 cattle panels and T-posts, and we've had to order some special hinges so that we can attach the new gate to a T-post instead of wood. But that's the plan there, and hopefully that's going to be more secure and the lawnmower can fit through the gate and whatnot. The dogs, we were just really struggling with what we already had, and it was only getting worse because of the digging and just different factors. So this is going to be better. We've got a lot of cleanup and stuff to do over in that area in general, even more now. We've got to get that fencing taken care of. But we're going to repurpose some of that fencing to secure the duck area a little better. So stay tuned. I just wanted there to be some video proof that we do in fact refresh these. It seems like a lot of times when we film them, they are in need of refreshing. This is actually the duck one. I moved the chicks from this side over here while I was doing that, and this one is a little stressed, so I'm about to move them back over. But I just wanted y'all to see that. And I also have a confession. Those are pine shavings. If you saw one of my other videos that I posted where I was refreshing the chicken coop, you know that I despise them and I didn't want to use them, but the pine pellets just were not working for the ducks. The shavings aren't great either. Ducks just make a really big mess with their water, so we need to just clean it more often. But they're not going to be in here a whole lot longer, so we can handle it. Look how big they've gotten though. They're so pretty. Miss Brahma, are you being nosy? I moved the other, or I am in the process of moving the other chicks in here, and they aren't used to being neighbors anymore. And so she just had to jump up here and check things out, didn't you? I'm working on getting these over here. I've got a handful more. This is a workout, guys. I just got a pretty good laugh. So I'm in this one right behind me. I'm not in it. That's the one I'm working on. I'm trying to clean it up right now. And so I tried to get all the chicks out of there, and I had all but one. And I was like, you know what? I can just work around her. And then I was dumping the pine pellets in there, and she was like, oh no. She put herself in the other bin because she can fly out. It was pretty funny. Y'all don't be jealous of my Dollar Tree sunglasses. Where else would they have come from? They've been missing for a while. I found them today. I wanted to show you this. I've had a couple of bags, or containers, bins, whatever you want to call them, in our van. And I decided to clean something out today so that I could consolidate them. I got this bag here at Goodwill for $4. And I was able to get everything in it. Originally, I purchased it to try to just kind of have some extra supplies in it in case we were homeschooling on the go. Truthfully, this has been about all we've needed for that, because most of what the boys do is online. So that fits in here with some other things. And then this is what I did have my like reusable bags in. And I decided I'm going to use it for when I harvest vegetables and stuff as they grow in the garden. So IGA is the first place I ever worked. I was a senior in high school. I was a cashier. It was before they got scanners and all the different things. So it was all manual. Had to know how to count change. Though I never learned how to count it back, if that makes sense. Anyway, it was a very manual process, but that was my first job, making, I might have been making $5.15 an hour, maybe. Anyway, just seeing this always makes me think of that. But I got this at a thrift store. I did not steal it. Just want to clarify that. So anyway, I had that idea yesterday and thought it would be fun, so thought I'd share it with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. It's been snippets from the last 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Tomorrow is Easter Sunday. Joseph is on his way home from working the Saturday evening service at our church. And so we've got to, just do our evening stuff, get everyone ready for Easter tomorrow, getting all our clothes out, and we'll be going over to my in-laws after church, so having some backup clothes so that the boys don't have to play in their Easter clothes, and just all those little things. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm sure I'll check in with how our Easter's going. But I hope that you're doing well. I thank you for your time, and I appreciate you. And remember, God made you in his image for a purpose, and you are so very loved.